amazing. It's the talent contest, not based on talent. It's amazing. It's like he's laughing. He gets it. It's amazing. You know, as Krista said, I have 5 children. I know, holy crap. I think that every single day. But all my kids they're very unique from each other, but they share a very special trait that they get from me. They all love candy. They have major sweet tooths like their dad. I gave them my we call it the daddy sweet genes. I passed on to them, and they love candy. I've loved candy since I was a kid. I never outgrew that. And if you have a sweet tooth, is anyone here a sweet tooth anywhere? I can't see anyone, but you're probably all just staring off the distance there anyway. But sweet tooth people always have favorites. I'll tell you, my number 2 favorite of candy has got to be the miracle of nature called the marshmallow banana. Now, it's an amazing culmination of banana and marshmallow. Where it's grown, I don't know. How they get them to be so small, it's wonderful. You get some marshmallow banana that's fresh, you eat it, tears roll down your face. It's so good. It's so good. But that's my number 2. Number 1 is got to be the candy corn. Now, not caramel corn. When I say candy corn, I'm talking about something that doesn't actually have any real corn in it. There's actually nothing natural about candy corn. It's this man-made mystery. It's pretty much pure sugar. It's kind of like the crack cocaine of candy. It's very serious, it's lethal, it's deadly, and it can be dangerous. I'll tell you why. Because every once in a while, I'll admit this, I'll find myself in the bulk barn, and of course I'm walking by the powdered alfalfa and the tree bark medley and all these other kind of things there, and I'm right in the candy section, because it's all laid out, and I'm right to the candy corn. 500 grams in a bag, and when you put 500 grams in a bag on a scale at the bulk barn, the lady, she looks at you, she knows you mean business. She knows you're not playing games. You're on a serious, you're having a magical mystery tour that night. And so what I'll do is I get my candy corn, I get back in the car and drive it along, and I will admit this in front of all 18 of you. For me, candy corn, 1 is too many, and 1,000's not enough. Because I'll just keep eating it and driving along and eating it. The radio gets louder, and I'm eating the corn. My head is splitting. I'm kind of burping up blood. My teeth are getting wiggly. I just love this stuff. And I'm eating it, and every time, boom! I'm stuck in a ride program. You know, so I'm the guy, you know, with the sugar shakes. The radio's too loud, kind of in between 2 stations. You know, and I've got this bag of this stuff that looks like rotten teeth, and I'm eating it. And the police will lean in. "You've been drinking tonight, sir." And of course, I don't hear him, right? I say something stupid like, "Fine, how are you?" You know, and then he pulls me over. So it's dangerous. You got to watch yourself, you sweet tooth people out there. This time of year is sacred. Sacred time of year for sweet tooth people. Why? Because of Halloween and the candy. Halloween is actually an old, ancient term for the candy harvest, which happens yearly around October 31st or so. And as a parent now, I know we have all this great advice that we give our kids, safety tips, such as don't obstruct your vision with a mask, don't obstruct your breathing, stay in packs. You know, we make them think that these are safety tips for them, and really, they're just tactics to have them come back with even more candy. Because if they can't see, well, they're going to miss some candy. They can't breathe. Again, they're missing candy. This is not good. And it's funny. I have some friends that mean very well, but they get confused. They think Halloween's about something evil or satanic or demonic. I got to say to them, forget that. The devil is a chump. Halloween's about candy. You ask any kid. It's candy. You know, costume, minor encumbrance for a little while, and then you get the candy. You know, you got to kind of prove your way to get to the candy. But in our house, as many houses, the kids come home, they drop the payload off, and after a while we give them some of their bounty, they have some of that, and as they slowly kind of drift off in little diabetic comas, you know, the house is peaceful again. And it's sad and sweet at the same time that our youngest kids, they still think that their candy is safe with their mom and dad. And it's kind of sad also, you know, it's okay. The candy's safe with daddy. You can go to bed. It's okay. Complete lie. Because they go to sleep, and mom and dad we turn 9 years old again. We're dumping all the candy out and putting it in the candy families, the chewy things and the chocolate things and the chiclets and the gum and then those mini bags of chips. Ladies and gentlemen, if you give out the mini bags of chips, you know, don't do that anymore. You might as well give kids Melba Toast or something like that. We want the candy. Stick with the candy. So, In closing, with Halloween, every single year at our place is the same thing. And I have to thank one of my heroes, Mr. Bill Cosby, for this. You've probably heard his bit about Bill is watching the kids, and the kids come in the morning and they ask for chocolate cake for breakfast. And, you know, of course, every good parent, no, you can't have chocolate cake. But then he thinks it through, looks at the ingredients. What's in chocolate cake? Eggs, milk, flour, boom. Chocolate cake for breakfast. Makes perfect sense. In our house, I've got this kitchen full of these little kids begging and pleading and trying to do like mind tricks on me to get me to give them candy for breakfast. So I'm thinking, okay, thanks, Mr. Cosby. So I grab one of these caramel bars. I'm trying to read it. Okay, what's in this? Sugar. Okay, milk, water, trisodium phosphate, xanthan gum. All right, yeah, candy for breakfast. No problem. No problem. Ladies and gentlemen, you are beautiful. I thank you for being here, and that's it for me.